Six chill, for real.
Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. My rulership is up next. No vex. Judah.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom. Welcome to class again and again with the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We're going to go ahead and get class rolling. Everybody, if you please, can get out the link and share it, like it. Try to get it out to the people you know that you talk to, all right? And while everybody peel in here, we'll give our little announcements. We're not going to be having class tomorrow. Tomorrow is the official start of the Passover, so we're going to be doing that here Friday. So we're not going to be having class. All right, just to let y'all know that. All right, I think they're doing the same thing over there in Houston and in Rochester. So just to let y'all know, we won't be having class tomorrow. All right, for everybody that are new to the channel or new to listening to our school, we have a few schools in different locations, and you see them up there. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of us. You can get a hold of us on call us. You can email. You can subscribe to the channel, and when we go live, you can ask different questions also. All right, my number's up there, and Priest Kratazop's number's up there. So feel free to do that. In class, you got to text. After class, you can go ahead and call. All right? So that's what we got going on. We got our other channels. Y'all can go on our other channels. Support the San Antonio school. San Antonio's there. They got class live now. That school's been out there for a minute. You can go check out the live. They got some really, really good classes. If y'all don't know, man, our school is majority. We deal with topics dealing with the spirit, dealing with the inward man, because that's a lot of what we got to work on, the inward man, and shedding the old man and the old woman. So we deal with a lot of topics on that. We deal with various topics. Any questions that y'all got, we ask them in the beginning of class, so y'all can always get these different classes out to people that answers their question. All right, so you can check that out. If you want to be part of the priesthood, you can join our little Hebrew Academy, and we go through, a lot of basics, a lot of the things that are going to help you become a better priest. We go through that. That's for brothers that want to commit. So Hebrew Academy, I gave our number. We also have our own business, all right, that helps us on top of what the brothers and sisters do. Sweet Ambiance, if you want to help us out that way, you can do that. The information's up there on the screen. If you want to give alms and help out that way, you can do that also. You want to give books, Bibles, pens, paper, apocryphers, whatever you want to give, that information's up there. You can give that to any school you would like. And as always, we appreciate brothers and sisters that do give, that do donate, that do help out. we can't do this without you. We don't believe in there's a one-man team. We cannot do this without Israel. Right. So we appreciate y'all help. We appreciate y'all whatever you give. I don't care if it's a pen. We appreciate it. All right. So other than that, let's see who's on there and see if we got any questions. Tonight's class, once again, is a question. Brother Dawayad in Atlanta, he asked this question. And y'all hear me always say it, I like switching it up, going and answering different questions. It just breaks up the mode of things. So we try to answer the questions as much as possible. If you ask the question and I didn't answer it, it's not because I don't like you or we're trying to ignore you or the question is too hard. If the question is too hard, I'm going to tell you. And if I haven't got to your question, just hit me back. Let me know, hey, listen, you never got to that question. All right? So, yeah, keep coming with the questions. The questions are hidden. This is a good question we got tonight. What will the kingdom look like? So we're going to answer that question. See if anybody has any little questions. Once again, for all y'all that just popped in online, we're not having class tomorrow because tomorrow is the official Passover date. So we're going to be doing a little something here. We know on the 2nd we're celebrating it. That's when everybody can get together, like all of our schools. But tomorrow is going to be the official, so we want to celebrate it. Tomorrow night is the Passover and also the beginning of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So the Feast of Unleavened Bread goes 7 days, and it's going to go from the 26th to the 1st. All right? So remember, no leavened bread. If you are in our chat, we sent out a list of what is leaven. All right? It's on you to be a damn grown-up and try to get the list. All right? Or you're going to be messing up.
You want me to name something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead and name some stuff on there while we wait till everybody get on.
All right, so it says, what is leaven? So here's the list. Sourdough, baking soda, so sourdough bread, baking soda, baking powder, potassium acid, citrate, monocalcium phosphoride.
So those are just other names Esau likes to disguise things.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
Products that contain leaven, baked goods, breads, cookies, pastries, cereals, fast food French fries, toothpaste with baking soda, cereals that are lawful for the feast.
No. Listen, any cereal that got yeast or baking soda in it is not there. I mean, right? You're not supposed to eat. Go ahead.
So these are the cereals that are lawful during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Mm-hmm. Honey Nut Cheerios, Fruit Loops, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Pebbles, Rice Krispie cereal, Corn Pops, Honey Bunches of Oats, Banana Bunches, Cinnamon Bunches, Pecan, Maple Sugar, Vanilla Bunches, Whole Grain Honey Bunches of Oats, Almond Apple.
Right, we got that.
Right.
What else?
So
anything with yeast in it, anything with those names of, what was the technical names?
The technical names, you got potassium acid,
phosphate?
That's mono.
Oh, okay.
Phosphate. You got acid pyrophosphate. Wow, these guys are wicked. Aluminum phosphate. Phosphate.
It sounds like something that can blow your head up.
Dihydrate, sodium, aluminum, sulfate, glucose, beta, calitone.
So y'all see, it just do your best to make sure y'all do your research, but no leaven, no rising agent, just basically eat a thing of lettuce out of your hand and you'll be good.
And water, right?
Lettuce and water. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
It's easy, just nothing with leaven.
and your drinks, okay? like your strong drink. Your strong drinks and wine are lawful for feasts of unleavened bread. But you don't want to consume beer. Beer is not lawful. That has yeast in it.
Right.
Yogurt, probiotics are lawful as well. Toothpaste that is lawful for feast of unleavened bread.
Probiotics?
Probiotics are lawful. Because like he just gave the scientific name for certain ones.
Right.
Certain pills have those yeast products in them.
Right, and
Yeah, as well as jealous.
So y'all got that, man. Any try to keep on to that, keep with that. Remember, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. If you mess up, don't condemn yourself. Get right on track, and just try to get good at reading your ingredients. All right. So we're gonna start out with questions. Anybody got any questions on there?
Hi.
What we got?
Question on the topic. I think, will the animals Esau drove to extinction be restored in the kingdom?
Who? What was that again?
Will the animals Esau drove to extinction be restored in the kingdom?
Will the animals Esau drove to extinction be in the kingdom? Absolutely. Yeah. Everything. When we go through the topic, the scriptures tell you that everything is going to be new. So all those animals that they drove to extinction. Remember, not the animals that the Most High drove to extinction. The Bible don't say nothing about that. But the animals that, like, there's less type of fish in the water because Esau done ate them up, right? Those things. Elephant, right? Elephants are near extinction.
Yeah, because they hunt them for their tusk, for their ivory.
Wow.
Asian elephants is almost through.
Rhinos.
Yeah. What?
You said rhinos.
Rhinos. A lot of those. Yeah. Well, of course, and we're gonna touch on that also.
Silverback gorillas.
Yeah, I don't know what they doing with gorilla meat. What you gonna do with that gorilla meat?
What they do, they kill them. They'll eat the meat, bush meat, but they will use the hide for various things, and then they'll bring them into captivity. When they get them in captivity, they don't breed, so that's eliminating the population.
Esau's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna touch on that. What other questions?
What are the exact dates of the Feast of Unleavened Bread?
The exact date of the. You laughing, right? Yeah. Israel. I love it, man. The exact date of the Feast of Unleavened Bread is 7 days. It's from the 26th of this month to the 1st. 26th to the 1st. What else we got?
That's it, sir.
Yeah. No other questions? Did you have anything, Ak? I know. You just came in. I'm just asking. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you got anything, you know the deal. If not, we're going to go directly into this topic. This topic is a question. The brother Dawiyad asked this question and I wanted to answer it. Yes, ma'am.
I do have a question on
Yeah.
in the middle, even though you're talking on this topic, we can ask questions periodically, right? About the topic.
Of course.
But I'm hoping it's not too stupid, but I'm gonna wait because you might cover it before I ask it. So,
No. No question is stupid.
okay.
Where you see me pause at is because cats don't be listening. But it ain't that brothers is asking questions. I pause sometimes like, wait a minute, we just said that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And certain cats don't be listening. So don't think my expression is because a question is stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there ain't no stupid questions. We gotta learn. I would rather you have a question than you go about arguing with us about something you don't know. So questions all day, please, because that's going to stop the arguments and the confusion. Yeah, so yeah, as we go through this, just feel free to ask anything. All right, so if nobody has any other question, quick one, we're going to go directly into the topic. And the brother's question is, like it is up there, what would it be like in the kingdom of the Most High? So we're going to start out with Jeremiah. The first thing I touched on dealing with this topic, because it's a lot, but it's a lot. And you know, we got to consolidate these things or to simplify them. But the first point I wanted to touch on was dealing with what the kingdom going to be like. It's going to be peace. It's going to be peace. Like what we have to deal with now and all the things we have to deal with in this kingdom, the hurt, the pain, the anxiety, the craziness, the unknowing, the tossing and turning, that's going to be done away with, right? So I didn't add it, but let me add it. Go to Isaiah. I know this was going to happen anyway. Go to Isaiah, the 14th chapter real quick. So the question is, what is it going to be like in the kingdom? Yeah. One of the first points we're going to touch on is Isaiah. Khan, where you're at is not where I'm going though. That's perfect. Where you're at is going to establish that point right there.
14.
Yeah, I'm not going there. I'm going to Isaiah 14. And you're going to go to verse... Isaiah 14 and verse... Start at verse 4. Isaiah 14 and verse 4.
Isaiah 14 and 4.
Uh-huh.
That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon.
You go ahead, read on.
And say, how hath the oppressor ceased?
Uh-huh.
The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
Right, so when the oppressor ceases, this is what we're all waiting for. When the oppressor is taking out the box. And we've been over those classes, all right, on what's going to happen, how Esau is going to fall. This is going into how the kingdom is going to be and what's going to consist in the kingdom. This first point I'm touching on is the peace of the kingdom, right? Because we're all waiting for that. We all want that. We don't want the drama no more, the out of orderness, the kids out of order, wives out of order, husbands out of order, the drugs, the dope. Like I said, the anxiety, the anger, the doubt, the just sheer not knowing or what's going to happen, right? But this ain't going to happen till the oppressor ceases. He got to be taken out of the way. Go ahead.
And the scepter of the rulers.
Go ahead.
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
So don't want to miss that point. The scepter of the rulers, meaning all the nations. Because remember, you have the beast, which is America, and you have all the other nations that suck the teat of the beast.
That's right.
They partake in all the things the beasts are doing. All the so-called democracy, I'm going to let you come in. All the so-called democracy that the beast is implementing throughout the world has tainted and destroyed every nation. So they partake in that. They have a rulership too, yeah.
I think it would be considered as the United Nations, all of them that gathered together.
Right. The United Nations, they call them the European Economic Community, the EEC, the EC, and they help out America military, monetary, and resources. So when they want to go to war, they have these other nations and they say, listen, we're going to go to war with Iran, who's with us. Well, some people were back in Iran. They ain't messing, like China, Russia. They're not messing with if you were to do that. So you'd have to battle all of them. You see that? Because they're trying to keep the weight of power away from just one nation. So, but regardless, the point is that all these nations, some way, when they want to bomb somebody, they ask them, well, how are you going to help out? Well, we're not going to give you any troops, but we can supply some missiles or some tanks or some or food or whatever. So that's how the European Economic Community works, or the United Nations work, or the Bible calls them the 10 tributaries, or the 7 heads and the 10 horns. It goes into that in Revelations. Go ahead, read on.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted.
Right.
And none hindereth.
Right, because nobody's hindering him now. Nobody's stopping this beast, this animal. His hand is always everywhere, constantly frustrating every nation. And, it's like dealing with the mob. It's like dealing with the drug dealers in your neighborhood. It's like they're not going nowhere, right? Nobody hinders. The Most High hasn't stopped this man. Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Right.
The whole earth is a rest.
No, read it again.
Slop. The whole earth is at rest.
Right. So when is this going to happen? When are we going to get rest, man? We need rest. Ain't you sick and tired of working your ass off daily? Working all these jobs, even in the truth. Even the Most High's work. We got to work. Everything is work. Right? The whole earth is at rest. But when? When do we just get to there be quiet, no cars? Remember when COVID hit? It was beautiful, man. You look outside, they were like, look, the earth is cleaning itself. Right? Because all the smog and all the dirt is not there. Right?
All right.
So we're waiting for that real rest. Right? That was just a similitude of what it's going to be like. Imagine being like that for 1,000 years. Imagine that.
Beautiful.
Just rest. You get to actually play with your kids. See, most of us didn't even know what to do with that rest. You know what I mean? I was talking to the chick that massages my back over at the chiropractor. She was like, yeah, all we did was play video games, me and my son. They don't really know what to do with that. In the kingdom, we ain't going to be doing that. We ain't going to be sitting in front of no TV playing no video games. We're going to be under the depths of water. We're going to be going to the highest mountains and not being touched. We're going to be doing the things that we really wanted to do that you could never do. And if you can't think about it, guess what? You would have time to think about what to do. And not have to worry about, I got to get to work the next day. I got to feed the kids. So we're waiting for this, but that's not going to happen till the beast, to Babylon, to America comes down. Go ahead.
And is quiet.
Is what?
And is quiet.
Man, aren't you waiting for... I got to throw my scripture in there. Let's go to Isaiah. Grab me this. You stay where you're at. Go to Isaiah 32, verse 17. But isn't that what we're waiting for? We're waiting for... No, you stay where you're at.
Oh, I was...
Because I got you reading.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I'm going to have you jump back.
Come.
We're all waiting for this peace, this rest, this quietness. Right? So read where you at. Now, go ahead. Read where you at.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 32 and 17.
Now.
And the work of righteousness shall be peace.
You see that? And this is what we're beginning to see. We're getting a little taste of that. By rehearsing the righteous acts, we're getting a little taste of how it's going to be in the kingdom. When us Israelites that apply the wisdom in our house, in our life, what do you feel? You feel that peace.
Peace, tranquility.
Yeah, it's a little bit. But now, in this time, where good is, evil is also present. It doesn't last too long.
Romans 7:21.
Because you might be at peace, but a person around you might be chaotic.
That's right.
They might be scattered brain, don't know how to focus their mind into one place in woosah life, don't know how to apply the Bible, so they're constantly... That's how the brain is going. That's how I feel like brothers and sisters' brain is like, damn, you never turn off. You're never at ease. You're never relaxed. But in this time, the Spirit is going to be all around us. Right? So what he's saying here, read that again.
And the work of righteousness shall be peace. And the effect of righteousness, quietness.
You see that? We're going to be quiet, man. You're going to actually hear the birds, no cars, no craziness, man. It's going to be peace. And this is what the kingdom's going to yield. This is what we're fighting for. This is what we all want. This is why we go through the trials and tribulations now. This is why we're shedding the flesh. Because we know, is it really worth it? Hell no. Is this kingdom worth it? To really, you're suffering here. Right? I heard an idiot say, you know what? There's more peace in the world with people of the world than the brothers, because he hasn't given up the flesh. He hasn't given up the flesh. You know what I mean? I know everybody's like, what? But listen, why brothers, sisters say that is because they don't want to get checked. You got to understand, it's like a kid. They don't want to get corrected, so they want to pout all the time. They don't want to be told what to do, clean up their room, so they get sad face. Right. You know what I mean? But in the kingdom is going to be that real peace. And once again, we're tasting it a little now. Using the wisdom is working. It brings peace in your environment. I heard the brother Uriah said that to Shaquat. He was like, man, it's peace over here. I said, yeah, brother, it is. But we created this peace. We created that with no confusion. See, we eliminate the confusion until you get confusing brothers around us. Then you see what? You get that one brother, one sister that is always chaotic, confused, disgruntled, always got a problem. Their brain is everywhere. They don't got no peace within themselves. But what do? We don't let that disrupt the peace. If they want to survive in our environment, they got to what? Accept the peace. This is what's going to bring the peace. So I don't care all that hype, strong, black, hard-head shit that Israel comes with. I don't give a damn. I'm like, listen, if you come around us, you're going to get those demons off of you. If not, hit the door. Why? Because you can take that chaos out there. We will deal with you. But if we apply the Bible, we want what? Peace.
That's right.
Tranquility.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And it can happen now. Now. You bring the drama. You bring the chaos. So, but imagine in the kingdom, you don't even have to work. See how hard it is? I lost my breath just talking about it, right? I lost my breath just talking about it, right? I got hot and bothered talking about the chaos that brothers and sisters bring to the body. But that's part of what this world's about, for us to appreciate the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, and everything the Most High has given us. So, peace. What else?
And assurance.
See, tranquility and insurance. That's what the kingdom's going to bring. Assurance, you know that your daughter is not going to go out and get pregnant by the drug dealer down the block or by some Edomite. The insurance of you knowing that what? You're not going to have to deal with your son chopping his penis off and turning it inside out. There's going to be an insurance. That ain't got to enter in your mind. You wake up and sweats. Oh, son, where you at? Are you online?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your kids with their being influenced by watching something on TV, and then they subliminally they subtile like slide in innuendos about homosexuality and witchcraft. Because that's the thing nowadays. Everybody's a flaming faggot and a witch.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing to be.
Yep. A gay witch.
A gay witch. Back in the day, it was like undercover. It was like, ooh, which witchcraft.
But hold on though.
But now it's,
You know the Lost Boys, those dudes were all fags, huh?
Nah, they was
See, it was all those white boys, Zach, they was in there touching each other. But y'all get it. The Bible is showing us, man, that what we're fighting for. This is why our Paul said it best, man. Our head has to be above. Our mind has to be above and not below. Because when you start thinking about these things, you see why. I went over zeal yesterday, right? I mean, is this not what to fight for? Like to keep at the forefront of our mind, to know that, dang, it wasn't yesterday, the day before. To keep at the forefront of our mind is peace and tranquility. I want that. I don't want to have to worry about, the kids, the wives, brothers getting broken, the houses, and, whatever it is, our people getting murdered. All these things, man. So, finish that.
And assurance forever.
And assurance forever. But when is that going to happen? Jump back to Isaiah 32 where you left off. Isaiah 14 where you left off at.
Isaiah 14:7.
Go ahead.
Last precept. They break forth into singing.
When? We ain't no singing now. It's all crying. It's all pain. It's all suffering. So this is going to happen when he falls. So another reason why to keep pushing forward. Because he hasn't fell yet. This beast, America, Babylon the great whore, right? It hasn't fell yet. So, but sticking on the point, which is a joyful thing, to remember that this is what we're waiting for. This is what's going to be in the kingdom. Peace, right? Jump from there. No, read on. Let's finish that.
Verse 8. Yeah. The fig trees rejoice at thee.
The fig trees rejoice. Man, think about that. In the kingdom of God, and the brother that asked the question about the animals, the trees are going to be happy. How is that? One thing true that the Native Americans said was that, Mother Earth has life. And all the things of the earth has life. The trees, the air, the animals, and the bugs, all these things. What do you think is happening with them? When you hear about two animals sleeping together, do y'all not understand that that's against nature? Like, there ain't no such thing as two male animals, two female animals together. And you hear about that. You hear about two male dogs boning each other. Do y'all not know? Dogs even know that that's contrary. But that's how messed up this world we're in. That everything is out of course. Everything is out of order. So what the Most High is going to bring back, he's going to bring back tranquility, peace, right? Solace. Go ahead.
And the cedars of Lebanon say, since thou art laid down, no filler is come up against us.
Right. Since you laid down. So what has to happen? What has to happen is the white man has to come down. America has to come down for the trees to stop being cut down. For the air to stop being dirty. For the water to stop being defiled. For the animals to stop going extinct. Because they don't know how to deal with the earth. They're against nature. So we're waiting for it, man. We want it.
Yeah, because if you look at the Bible, when Israel used to hunt for their food, there was rules and regulations to it. You put the bowels, you burn, sacrifice some of the bowels, the blood that was spilled, you bury under the ground, you kill, you eat what you need. You give the rest, or you give your percentage to the Most High, then you eat and kill what you need. And then the hide you would use for clothing, not accessories and just because it's cool. And then you have some big head with the antlers mounted up on your wall. Right. Oh, Esau's a demon for doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I want to kill a giraffe.
Just for fun.
Yeah, a peaceful giraffe. An 8-foot, 13-foot tall giraffe that minds his own business. He doesn't even have enemies that he runs from.
It's for sport.
Yeah.
It's for sport. Go from there. Go to Jeremiah 30, verse 8. So the brother's question was the kingdom. What's the kingdom going to be like? One of the major points that we're touching on is the kingdom is going to be peace. First and foremost. That's what I think when I think of the kingdom. Right? And that's what the scriptures tell us. Peace. I just want to stop the struggle. Everything's a battle. Everything's a struggle, man. Read that. Jeremiah 30 and 8. And then you're going to jump down to verse 16.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 8. For it shall come to pass in the day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
Yeah, the yoke is on your neck. You know what that yoke is? Work. Servitude. Slavery. Bills. Like every month is bills. Every damn month is a light bill, water bill, cable bill, car bill, and it never goes away. Even when you're dead, what's still coming? A bill.
Yeah, somebody got to pay for your dead body. They pay payments.
Right. And then if they want to get ignorant, they do what? They can get your family for your bills that you didn't pay.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
I went and actually looked at my, they give some 401k, some little benefits.
Right.
And then right there in the small title, the small print, it
Right.
says, when you pass, your debt and you paid first before it's distributed to you.
Check that out.
And it's like, it's written right there, and I'm like, okay, how do I opt out for that? There's no way to opt out.
Nah. So they're going to take your money. That's like I was talking to T-Mobile today. They charged me for a tablet I didn't get, and I paid my bill, and I made a mistake and paid that part. Now, this was $300. So I called back and I said, listen, y'all charged me too much. Refund that tablet. Oh, we're going to put that towards your bill. I said, hell no, you not. I was like, what are y'all thugs? I'm like, that's not what I want. I was really flabbergasted. I kept my composure, but I'm like, okay, so you're telling me you're going to tell me what you're going to do with my money. Like, no, what you going to do is refund my $300, right? But that's America. They're bullies. We want peace from this bully, man. From this thug. What?
I got a precept to go along.
We just started, bro. Let me get some of these out. or you let me send you to class, and then that way you know what not to get. All right. So read that again. Read that again. Go ahead.
For it shall come to pass in the day, saith Yahweh of hosts,
right,
that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
And now we understand whose yoke that is. Isaiah 14. It said, when this feller has fallen. When this guy, when he comes down, when that yoke is broken, then we're going to get peace, man.
That's right.
Everything you desire, everything you want, all the goodness. And even the things you can't even really comprehend yet. Because we can't comprehend it. Most of us can't even comprehend one day being peaceful. That's sad. Like one day going without drama. Think about it. Ask yourself, one day have you went without drama? Now, you eternalize that. You can say, well, I went out without drama. But there was always somebody around you that was what?
And some drama.
And some drama. Demons.
I mean, when you look at how we was during COVID, we was good. I was living lovely.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a better time in my life.
We definitely wasn't like these niggas talking about, man, I can't wait till I get back to work.
Oh, these kids. I'm like, bring it on. Early mornings, late nights, early mornings.
Right, we want to spend time with the kids. Like, damn, man, all these time, now we get to sit there more with the kids. Esau's like, man, they need to get back in school. And the one person in, I think it was Texas, the teachers, they stood on the line and they were talking in the background and said, all they want is their babysitters back. They pulled their card, because that's all it is. America doesn't want to take care of their own kids. And for us, it was like perfect, man. But this is what the kingdom's going to be like. Us our kids, our family. Excuse me. Jesus, let me get some tissue. Go ahead, read verse 8, and then you're going to jump down to verse 16.
And will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
You see that? Look how that's written. Your bonds are going to be broken. And the strangers that got you, that's using you to serve them, is going to be done with. Because that's all they're doing. Every system, every program. That's why you're either going to be a servant of the world or the servant of the Most High. That's how it works. But this time, in this age, you're going to be a servant. You're going to be a servant for your family, your house, money, cars, clothes, or you're going to say, nah, I'm going to serve the Most High. And in that, you still going to what? Serve. You see? But there ain't going to be no more none of that. You know what I mean? We're going to be doing the will of the Most High on a whole nother level. Because we're going to rule over the oppressor, right? Go ahead.
Verse 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
You see? That's peace. This is the peace that's going to be in the kingdom. All they that devoured us will be devoured. And y'all can add the other precepts, Isaiah 14. Y'all know that. We always go there. So I've been in Jeremiah, so I was like, well, let's get some precepts out of here. That's saying the same thing. The prophet is telling us the same thing Isaiah, Ezekiel, Zechariah, Micah, all the other men of the Bible was telling us. That this is what's going to happen. And how do you know it wasn't after the Babylonian Empire? Because after the Babylonian Empire, we went into captivity again. And how do you know it wasn't the Greek Empire or the Roman Empire? Because we kept going in captivity. So none of this was fulfilled. It was never fulfilled. The only fulfillment is going to happen when Yahushua comes back and breaks the staff of the wicked, like it said in Isaiah 14. So this is what the Most High is showing us. You're going to read down to verse 18. Go ahead.
And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Right. You see that? That's when we're going to get peace. When all of our enemies go into captivity, man. Y'all see that? That's what we're praying for. That's what we're hoping for. This is why we're fighting. This is what's back in our mind, man. Thinking like, man, I can't wait for the true peace of the Most High. Our adversaries are going to be under us. No more of this madness. Go ahead.
And they that spoil thee.
Right. And they that what?
That spoil thee.
Yeah, all those that constantly, you go to work for Cox, you get paid maybe $20-something an hour, and they get what? They get, Right, they get millions an hour. Right? They make money. If you're customer service at the gas station, right? And what? You making them what? Thousands of dollars. And they say here, you take $6.25, $10.
Right.
And then they tripping over wanting to raise it to $15. They're giving us pennies, but you're a slave. You're a servant.
That's right.
So the kingdom is going to be peace. It's going to be our peace, man. And this is what we're fighting for. Or do you like it here?
Some people love it.
Some people love it. Some people like it because you got to fight more for the Most High. Come on, read.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
Go ahead.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yeah, read.
For I will restore health unto thee.
He will restore what?
Health unto
those
thee.
bad knees, brother? Come on up. We gonna change those knees. Right? That's when you start dancing, right?
I'm gonna get some hair again.
Yeah. You want hair, brother? We gonna get that hair. What?
This right here let me know this is ingrained in Esau's psyche. That's why they hate us so much.
Yeah.
Because they know they won't be in power long.
Yep. They ain't gonna be here long. We gotta be conscious of how we help and perpetuate the white man's reign. The scriptures say, hurt not the earth nor the sea until the 144,000 are sealed. Right? That's what it says. So what is the Most High waiting on?
Romans chapter 8 and verse 19.
You see how that did? That came right on time, didn't it? What is the Most High waiting for? Hold where you at in Jeremiah. We're going to finish that. We're going to jump back.
Con.
Go ahead.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 19.
Uh-huh.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waiting.
So that every creature, the birds, the
bees.
animals, the animals at the zoo that look. I was talking to Michael. I was like, "How does the zoo look over here in Norfolk?" He said, "All the animals look sad." The animals look sad.
They're in captivity too.
Like they don't move around. I was like, "So you mean like sad how?" He was like, "They don't move around. They throw the food in the cage and they still got that sad, peppy face dog."
Because one of those white people over there is probably having sex with him.
Oh, man. It's 2021. I don't doubt it.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. But y'all gotta see what we're fighting for. Now, I know this point is about the peace that the kingdom we're gonna be in, but y'all gotta see why certain brothers fight so much. Why we put so much emphasis on what we do. Why we go in these scriptures, man, and try to cut the hell out of you. Because the Most High is waiting. The brothers, the world, everybody's waiting on us. The white man prays it. He faces the Lord. I don't think he faces the east, but he prays it. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. He's praying that you wake up, black man. He don't know what he's praying for, but he's praying for it. And the whole earth waited for the manifestation. Go ahead. Read it one more time.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waiting for the manifestation.
So when it says earnest expectation, this is a serious, strong, without a shadow of a doubt, hope, a belief. It's like you want it so bad you can taste it. You get furious just like, oh! That's the expectation that every creature on this planet is waiting for.
We're like that. Right, you can taste, you can feel his neck. You can feel his neck in your hand, don't you? You can feel your feet, your knee on his neck. It's like right there. It's so close, but yet so far. When we look at the signs and the times and the implosion and the fires and and all the things that's going on, you're like, Yahweh, bring it.
I hear his voice say,
right?
He can't breathe. That's what I heard him say. That's what I hear him. I hear his whisper.
I can't breathe.
Good. Breathe on.
Waiting for the manifestation of the Son of the Most High.
They're waiting for the Most High's children to be revealed.
Yeah.
They're waiting to see that heaven break open, Yahweh Shah come through the fort, and everybody's going to shout with praise.
Right.
Those who are on the Most High side.
Yeah.
You're also going to hear wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So go back. Let's finish. Go back to the Job 30, whatever verse you were on. I'm sorry, Jeremiah. My bad. Go ahead.
Start from the top.
Where you left off at, Ak.
And I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh.
Right.
Because they called thee an outcast.
Right. You see that? He's going to heal our wounds. He's going to give us health. Back to the knees. Back to the hair. Your body. I was just thinking about it. As soon as you turn 40, you got to worry about your prostate. You know, me and the brother been talking about the prostate, and so I'm like, man, I got to make sure I get the right herbs and have the right vitamins. And why? Why do we got to worry about what we eat? Because everything is killing us. In the kingdom, you're not going to have to worry about that. You're going to be at peace. You're going to eat whatever you want, man, and your body's going to consume it, and what? It's done. The ones that are gods, that's a whole nother level. You think angels was sitting around taking crap? Their spirit just probably dispelled this. When the angels came to Abraham, right, and they sat down and eat, do you think they went and took a crap afterwards? You gotta think this godly body. We're gonna get to that point. Let's get to this first. So the scriptures is showing us, man, your health, your hair loss, right? Your anxiety, your anxiousness, your doubts. Oh, that's gone. Go ahead.
Saying, this is Zion,
right?
Whom no man seeketh after.
You see that? We're going to be like, bro, what? This is Zion. Who the hell are you? Bro, we're not going to fear no more. It's going to be beautiful, man. And it's already happening little by little. It's happening. You got to pay attention. It's happening when you come back to the light, when we come back to righteousness, when we follow the truth. It's happening. You see it, the spark, the fear in everybody's eyes. Who the hell are these guys? Not only us, all the Israelites. They're like, wait a minute. Who the hell are these people? You see? Go ahead. You're going to read to verse 18.
Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tent, and have mercy on his dwelling places.
You see that? He's going to have mercy on your dwelling places. Your houses are going to be in order. No more out of order ribs. No more out of order husbands. He got to take a damn smoke break to deal with it. No, I can't deal with a rock. No more none of that. No more crazy ass loud women disgruntled, right? Barking at you like a pig bull. No more kids, wicked kids lying to you, being deceptive, right? Our houses is going to be in order. Our families. It's going to be beautiful, man. Like, you can't even fathom it now because you don't even know what you're doing it. Like, if you were to sit here and think about that, you're like, damn, what I'm going to actually do when that happens?
Man, I'm going to sit down on the couch. I'm going to take me a nap.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to watch the game. Hey, you got anything nothing bigger than that.
Yeah. Yo, my son asked me the other day, he said, are we going to have cars in the kingdom? And I'm like, bro, where we're going, we don't need no roads. I said, we ain't cars. Right. You know what I mean? You think entertainment's going to be the same. We're going to be on a whole nother level, man. Watch. Let me get through these. I got a lot. Go ahead.
And the city shall be built upon her own heap.
You see that? Meaning that Zion is going to be separate. It's going to be separate from everybody else, right? And we touched on that. You can go to add to Isaiah 60. I'm not going to the typical scriptures we already go through, right? I wanted to go to some different ones. Go ahead.
And the palace shall remain after the manner thereof.
Go ahead.
And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving.
Right. So y'all see that, right? And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, because we going to be partying and rejoicing and praising the Most High. Right. But not Negro partying. Not just drunk falling out, looking at another brother's rib partying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, orgy partying and lines of coke partying. It ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be righteous rejoicing. Go to Isaiah 65:17. And this touches on a little bit of what the brother had asked online. Go to Isaiah 65 verse 17. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 65 verse 17.
Right.
For behold, I will create new heavens.
A what?
New heavens.
I will what?
Create new heavens.
Everything's going to be renewed. The ozone layer is going to clear up. When you look at night, the best depiction of what the sky is going to look like, when you look at that movie Noah, and he looked up into the sky, did you see there was no fog? They made it look exactly like it was in the beginning. You can just look up into the skies and see all the stars. It was that beautiful. Why? Because there was no fog, smog, hog, right? None of that stuff. It was clear, right? All the trees weren't cut down. It's going to be a new heaven. The waters are going to be renewed. The waters are going to be renewed. All the plastic they got, and they're trying to always figure out where the plastic bottles are going, and it's in some poor seal's throat. I watched this whole documentary on that, like all the plastics and the water and the oil, right? All the animals dying. They're like, damn, what the hell are you cats doing? Why? Because that's what happens when the wicked run the earth. But that's not going to be there. New heaven. Read.
And a new earth.
Go ahead.
And the former shall not be remembered.
You hear this? We're not going to remember it. They're going to be a dream.
I had a dream. I went to a place called America.
Right.
Ain't no place called America.
Right. Yeah, and there was transvestites, Dad, and there was sodomites, and there was people, girls with hanging things. What is that, son? Oh, son, you had a nightmare. Right? Verse 17, and then you're going to jump. Go 66, verse 22. Go ahead.
Nor come to mind.
You hear that? I love that scripture, man. Read that again one more time, Mike.
For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth.
Go ahead.
And the former shall not be remembered.
Go ahead.
Nor come to mind.
Nor come to mind. It ain't even going to come to mind. Imagine the ones that live through it, right? It's not going to come to mind? What the heck? That's you can't imagine that. It's like, I'm not going to even be thinking about that.
Right.
That's how beautiful the kingdom is. Isaiah 66, 22.
Isaiah 66 and 22.
Go ahead.
For as the new heaven and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before thee, saith the Lord.
Go ahead.
So shall your seed and your name remain.
Right. So the new heaven and new earth, guess what ain't going to be happening? Your seed ain't going to be dying off. Your children. Right? Your children ain't going to be dying off. Your sperm cells ain't going to be dying off. That means there's going to be a lot of love making. There's going to be a lot of pregnant women. There's going to be a lot of children. And then the women ain't going to have pains. Imagine that. Having a baby with no pains. No suffering. Right? Your knees ain't going to swell up. You ain't going to be diabetic during your term. You ain't going to have to worry about eating bad foods and then your body breaking down and your child coming out ill. Right? That's what the new heavens and the new earth are going to make. Peace. Right? Tranquility. This is what we're fighting for. Y'all can't forget this. Go to Jeremiah 33 verse 6. Jeremiah 33 verse 6.
Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Behold, I will bring you health and cure.
Wait. He will bring what?
Health and cure.
He said he would bring health and cure. Whoo! Whoo! It's going to be like in the garden, Knock. You know what I mean? You didn't have to worry about dying at 30. You got cancer, and then you got to live with cancer. That brother from the movie Wakanda, what was it? Black Panther?
Yeah.
He died at what age? Young, he was 30 something, and he had prostate cancer, right? Pancreatic. Think about that. How the hell did you get what you eat for your 30 years for you to get damn pancreatic cancer? You had to eat bad. You know what I mean? What?
Louisiana is Cancer Alley. Up and down Mississippi, they got the chemical plants, and if you eat fish out the river,
oh my God,
or the creeks, you liable to eat.
But you should know when it got 2 heads not to eat it. He got 6 eyes, but you eating that. You like, oh, we just gonna cut that off.
You got the nuclear plant right there. You can't tell if something's contaminated or not.
Wow.
43. He was at the age of 43.
He died. Oh, 43 years old, man. Why?
Oh, he played in the movie. 43.
Yeah, Black Panther. Oh, yeah, 42 bridges or something?
No, the baseball.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. What was it, 42 or 42? 42.
Wow.
Yeah, Jackie Robinson.
Yep. And the Most High took him. Colon cancer. And we got to worry about that. You got to worry about that. All y'all young cats that just eating anything and every damn thing, y'all better stop tripping. It ain't no more you dying in your 80s. You dying young. So if you starting out eating bad and then next you know you hit your 30s, you can get cancer at 30. So you got to be aware of that. Y'all can't be naive. But what does it say is going to be in the kingdom? Go ahead.
Health and cure.
Health and cure.
And I will cure them.
Uh-huh.
And reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth.
Ooh. He's going to give you the abundance of peace. You reading it is just, you're like, what the hell does that mean? What is the abundance? Like, okay, we get peace. I get it. What's the abundance of peace? You can't fathom. You can't. A lot of it. That's a lot of peace. Yes, we know, but really think about the scripture. Think about the verse. What the hell does that mean? Why'd you word it that way? Abundance of peace, like a lot of peace. Peace. Yeah, right? Like what? Like, okay, I got peace. So what is a lot? Where's our head gonna be at in peace? You can't think about it. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna be chilling. I get it. Nah, it's gonna be more than that.
Everything you see is got to be peace. Nothing, you can see something over there that worries you in this world, but you see it in the next world, and it's joy, it's peace. It's not
Everything.
chaos.
Ribs,
Wow.
kids,
Wow.
family, grandkids.
Everything in order.
Everything in order around us. Yeah.
Yeah, the abundance is more on the fact that it doesn't end.
There you go. Very good point. Very, very great point. So it's never going to end. Right? That's beautiful. This is why we're fighting. This is why, like I keep saying, you'll hear me say at times, if you claim the Bible's a comic book, I'd rather fight for this comic book than your America. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather fight for something that is bringing, first of all, it's doing it now in our life. You can see it working. And in the kingdom to come. It's promise. Right? You're going to read verse 6 and jump down to 8 to 13.
Behold, I will bring it. Health and cure. And I will cure them. And will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth.
Go ahead.
And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return. And will build them as at the first.
Right.
And I will cleanse them from all their iniquities. Whereby they have sinned against me.
Right. So all our sins going to be washed away. See? Because no matter how much we're doing right now, Yahweh Shai is going to give us grace in that time to bring us into the kingdom. Right? Go ahead.
And I will pardon all their iniquities. Whereby they have sinned.
Read.
And whereby they have transgressed against me.
Go ahead.
And it shall be to me a name of joy.
It should be to him a name of joy. Right now, it's a sour taste in his mouth. But in that day, it's joy. Go ahead.
A praise.
Right, a praise. Right? In the earth. Read.
And an honor.
And a what?
An honor.
Oh, man. You know how you say, man, it's an honor to meet you. Like, Israel's not an honor now. It's like, Israel, the holy people. They my people. Right? Nah, in that time, it would be an honor to say you're a Hebrew Israelite. It's my honor to meet you, my liege. Right? Go ahead.
And an honor before all the nations of the earth.
Read.
Which shall hear all the good that I do unto them.
Read.
And they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness.
Check that out. Woo! So I went about it this way, the first point being peace, because, I mean, that's what you should be praying for. This is what you should be looking for. This should be at the forefront of your mind because there's so much chaos around us. So this is one of the biggest attributes that we're looking for as blacks, Hispanic, Hebrew Israelite men. Peace. Read.
And for all the prosperity that I cure unto them.
All the prosperity, right? You're going to prosper in everything you do. You're going to achieve in everything you do. Now, let's take a look at this. I always think about this. You know, this systemic racism that is embedded within the fabric of the Edomite nation, right? The hatred. And you don't really see it because you grew up this way, right? You see it when you're woke and you got the knowledge. We're totally aware of what's happening, right? But really, as you're living before you got the truth, you don't really see it. There's a hatred, and you know that this is whack, right? But you don't see how deep these demons have suppressed and oppressed us. You know what I mean? I said it the other day also when they did it on the news. And this cat broke down how from education to from the school system to your housing to from learning to jobs, how he broke all this down, showing that there was no way for you to exceed in this society. And I don't even think he understood what he was saying. You know, because, you know, a lot of news people are talking like this, right? Right. But they still ain't woke the hell up. They're still thinking like, oh, we can get it right. Right? We know that America has to fall. Right? But it shows you, man, that when you look at all the systemic racism and everything grafted in, you don't really know how we're held back. You watch Esau, just go to their area. Go to the mall. Go to MacArthur Mall. And we park on the street, on the strip on the street sometimes. Zion likes to park and walk to the mall. Go look at Esau's area. Just look at them. Watch how they walk. Watch how they roll. Watch what they eat. Watch how they sit there and talk. And you're just looking at it, and there's a peace about them. Now that piece they got is still garbage. Because it's not real. They still going home and want to kill themselves and pop pills, and only way they can survive is with lines of coke. Their piece is not real. But look at it though. There's still that some inkling of a piece to where they're like, they got no doubts. That's why they can get out the car and officer, what you pull me over for? You know what I mean? He's like, sir, get back in the car. You done got shot 75 times in the neck. Right? But them, what happened? They get out, they talk to Esau, the cops, there's no fear. Y'all watch the news? Bro, they just went up to Florida because everybody was going out there for not summer, what is it? Spring break. They were going out to the spring break out. If you watch the news media, they were like, yeah, these animals, they were acting wild. I'm like, they went out there with pepper bombs ready. What the hell did they do at the Capitol when Esau did it?
Let them storm in.
Bro, they were like, these kids weren't regular spring breakers. They were like nigger cheetahs. I was looking at this and I'm like, nobody sees this? Like they went out there ready to destroy our people. No peace. Esau, even in chaos, they got what? Peace. Yeah, they still crying about the one cop that got his ass beat to death out there. Yeah.
If you go to black spring break and white spring break, the kids do the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Same thing.
But they'll go to the black kids and treat them
violent. They're violent.
That's why
beastly.
That's why I couldn't work in law enforcement.
Right.
Because I can't bag with somebody who's doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. Big lip nigger beasts out here.
Yeah,
they go to them, oh, it was just spring breakers. Go to the news. They were like, this wasn't regular spring breakers. These were other people. They were like, there were some aliens there that didn't supposed to be there. But because we are not looked at as humans, we're never going to have peace here. All you tucking your tail and kissing the white man's ass and trying to be here and exist at the expense of the white man, you better wake up. It's not worth it. It's not. This is why we fight. Y'all got to see why we got to fight and stay in the spirit. We're not just for us, but for our people. Why we got to wake them up? Why we got to tell them? Why we got to show them? This is why we do it, man. Come on, finish that. I got a lot. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith the Lord, again, there shall be heard in this place.
Right.
Which ye shall say, shall be desolate without a man.
Right.
And without beast.
Go ahead.
Even in the cities of Judah.
Right.
And in the streets of Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
That are desolate. Without man and without inhabitant.
Yeah, you look at us now, man. We're desolate. Right? Our neighborhoods are desolate. Go ahead.
And without beast.
Go ahead.
The voice of joy.
Uh-huh.
And the voice of gladness.
But you're going to see the voice and you're going to hear the voice of joy and gladness. That's what the Most High got prepared for us, man. So we got to see what is going to be engrafted into this kingdom. And that's the question the brother had. Go ahead.
The voice of the bridegroom.
Go ahead.
And the voice of the bride.
You hear that? The voice of the bridegroom and the bride. You're going to hear them rejoicing. Now you don't hear it. You don't hear no rejoicing. Right? We had a makeshift marriage. Right? It's fake. Fake boobs, fake cake, fake breasts, fake butt. You know what I mean? Fake love. You know what I mean? You're going to be broke up 1 week and in another month. It's not where it's going to be. The true peace. The true love. Go ahead.
The voice of them that shall say, praise the Lord of hosts, for the Lord is good.
Right. So this is what we're going to see in the streets. Our people rejoicing. Go ahead.
For his mercy endureth forever.
Ooh.
And of them that shall bring the sacrifice of praise into the house of the Lord.
Right. You're going to read down to verse 13. Go ahead.
For I will cause to return the captivity of the land. As at the first, saith the Lord.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, again in this place, which is desolate without man, and without beast, and in all the cities thereof, shall be an habitation of shepherds, causing their flocks to lie down.
Yeah, you hear that? Why are you going to be a shepherd? Because guess what? You ain't got no work. You know what I mean? You just like, what you going to do, man? I'm just going to walk the animals out. You know what I mean? Watch this other scripture I got. Go ahead. Come on.
In the cities of the mountains. In the cities of the vale.
Go ahead.
And in the cities of the south.
Go ahead.
And in the land of Benjamin.
Go ahead.
And in the places about Jerusalem. And in the cities of Judah shall the flocks pass again under the hands of him that telleth them.
Right.
Saith the Lord. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
So that was it? Right. Go from there. Go to jump back to Jeremiah 30 verse 17. Jeremiah 30 verse 17.
Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 17. For I will restore health unto thee.
Right. Oh, we read that, right? We read 17. So you're going to jump down to verse No. I said it's Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Sorry.
Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7.
Go ahead.
Alas, for that day is great. So that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right. So the time of Jacob's trouble is when? Now. We in Jacob's trouble. We're coming out of that. Right? All the death, all the torment, all the pain, all the suffering is now. Jacob's trouble is now. Stop thinking like, oh, it's going to happen. Oh, Jacob's trouble is going to come. Like, what else is there? The trouble that's coming is going to be for the world. Jacob's trouble is ending. Go ahead.
But he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass.
But we going to be what?
Saved out of
it. We're going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble, the righteous. Right? Go ahead.
For it shall come to pass.
Go ahead.
In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him.
Oh wait, we went over that though.
Right?
Yeah.
We didn't do something, did it?
Right.
Yeah, my bad. I added that twice. Forgive me. Jump to Isaiah 11 and 6. Y'all can scrap that one. That was added twice. Isaiah 11 verse 6 to 9.
But Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 6.
Yeah.
The wolf also shall dwell with the
No.
lamb.
Hold on. You got to read clear and pronounce so we can hear you. Please. Go ahead.
The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb.
What does that mean? Did anybody ever... That we're at Isaiah 11 verse 6 to 9. It said the wolf shall dwell with the lamb. Right? Y'all heard this before, right? Well, what does it mean? Peace. It ain't going to be... Now, this is not saying the wolf ain't going to get to eat. Don't get it twisted. What it's saying is that it's going to be peace. Because the animals got to eat. The church has taught you wrong. Like, well, what are they going to eat then? What the wolf going to eat? Right? The wolf going to still be eating the lamb. This is symbolically telling us, man, peace is going to be around us. There's not going to be chaos, torment, warring. Right? There ain't going to be bitterness and envying with us. There ain't going to be division and discord. This tribe against that tribe. There ain't going to be the households out of order and hatred. Right? This is what it's saying. Go ahead.
And the leopard shall lie down with the kid.
Go ahead.
And the cow and the young lion. And the fatling together.
Right.
And the little child shall lead them. And the cow.
And the little child shall lead them. Why? Because all these things, nothing is going to come up against the children of Israel. Huh? We're going to have dominion over it. Exactly. That's what it's saying. A child is going to lead them. So that's how much power we're going to have in the kingdom of the Most High. That's how much peace that's going to be there. Nothing's going to come up against us. Go ahead.
And the cow and the bear shall feed their young ones.
Go ahead.
Shall lie down together. And the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of the ass.
Right. So why? Because just like, remember when Peter was on the Paul was on the ship and he got bit by the snake. Right. The power that's going to be given to us, those things ain't even bug us. When it says David played with lions as with kids, right? Those things ain't going to harm us no more. You ain't going to have to worry about getting your head bit by a lion. You know what I mean? Not saying we're going to be putting our head in their mouth. But if you want to, we could.
Their teeth gonna break.
Right, their teeth gonna break. Right, go ahead.
And the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den. They shall not hurt.
They shall what?
Not hurt.
So what's going to be in the kingdom? Nothing is going to hurt you. You see? So this is part of the kingdom, man. This is all you're fighting for this. How much is it worth for you? Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High. This is what we're seeking. These are the little things, man, that brothers and sisters forget. That where you got to put everything else aside. Lay up to yourselves treasures in heaven. This is it. Right? Now, you got the spiritual heaven. That's a place the Most High has prepared for you. But we want to be here on earth too.
Heaven on earth.
There's a glory of the celestial and there's a glory of the terrestrial.
That's right.
So we want to dwell in both planes like Yahweh Shai. Right? Go ahead.
Nor destroy in all my holy mountain.
Right. You see that? Nor destroy in all my holy mountain. Nothing's going to come in to destroy us. Go ahead.
For the earth shall be full of knowledge.
Right.
Of the Lord. As the waters cover the sea.
The earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Most High. Everybody's going to bow. Everybody's going to submit. Y'all get that?
Come.
Go from there. Go to you finish that. Go from there. Go to Jeremiah 31:24. And remember, there's a lot. We could be here all day, but this is a synopsis. Go ahead. Jeremiah 31:24.
Jeremiah 31:24.
Go ahead.
And there shall dwell in Judah itself and in all the cities.
No. Slow down. Read it again and please be clear. Go ahead.
And there shall dwell in Judah itself and in all the cities thereof together husbandmen.
Stop. What does that mean? That means that at that time you can be a husbandman. When the kingdom come and you want to sit around with your kids and your wife, that's time. He said now, Micah 2:10, this is not your rest.
That's right.
It's not time to be the husbandman. But in that time, he said what?
You can be that husband.
You gonna be that husbandman.
What you doing today, man?
You gonna spend, kids, man. What you doing? Go taking the kids. We gonna fly over here. We gonna go deep diving under here with no equipment. Right? We gonna be chasing the horses. Right? That's the time we're gonna be husbandmen. Now's not the time, y'all. He says, you gotta give it all up. Those that have wives, be as though they had none. He that loveth father, mother, sister, brother more than me is not worthy of me.
That's right.
Right? But then, we gonna be those husbandmen. Right? You gonna lay up on your rib. You gonna lay up on your kids, your ribs, kids. Right? The woman's mind's not going to be in chaos. Remember, it's going to be at peace. You think she's going to be worried about what rib you would? She's going to be doing things throughout the world. Why? Because there's not going to be no anxiety or pain. That thought, that jealousy that was put there by the devil, that's going to be gone, man. They might not even going to be on that. Think about it, man. It happens now. It's an inkling of it. Even in wickedness, the woman's mind, when she gets those Louis, those Prada, those Fendis, the trips throughout the world, a lot of these mistresses, they're like, let him have whoever he wants. That's in wickedness. Now imagine when the Most High turned their mind over. The whole woman thing, 7 women shall take hold of one man, they're not even going to be dwelling on that. They're going to be like, man, I'm going across the world with the sisters. Baby, my servants are going to handle this. What? Is there anything you need? I got you. But other than that, I'm moving, right? I'm creating. I'm building. Whatever I'm going to go do, I'm going to bring it back for us anyway. We're going to be in a peaceful mind. Go ahead. Read that one more time. I said, man, they're going to love this scripture right here. Read that. Go ahead.
And they shall dwell in Judah itself.
And
there shall dwell in Judah itself. And in all the cities thereof together husbandmen.
Go ahead.
And they that go forth with flocks.
You see that? So that goes with the other one, where it said they're going to be flocks. They're going to have their flocks and all this. Why? Because you're going to have brothers, house husbands then. That's the time it's going to be needed. Now's the time for war. We at war. It's not the time for you to tuck your tail and sit up under your rib. There'll be time for that. Go ahead.
For I have stated.
I have satiated.
Satiated?
Look up that word real quick. I have satiated the weary soul. Woo! Oh man, when I read this, I was like, whoa. That weary, tired soul, because you're tired. That's why your spirit cries out, Abba, Abba, right? It says satiated is what?
Filled to satiated?
Satiate.
Oh, yeah, satiate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
No. Give me a better definition. When y'all look up the definition, you got to read it. And you got to say to yourself, okay, is this sufficient? All right? Satiate. Anybody? What you got?
To furnish an
of desire.
Ooh. You're going to be furnished with enjoyment. Now you see what I said about the women? You're going to be furnished with enjoyment to extent of desire. What happened when we went in the wilderness? It says the food was basically to our desire. So the weary soul, we're going to be satiated. You're going to have all your desires. What is it that you want, my Lord? You can have it. All in righteousness. Yeah.
I got a different definition.
What you got?
It says, satisfied as one's appetite or desire to the point of boredom.
Oh my God. You're gonna be bored going in the middle of the sea and seeing the animals. You're gonna be bored, you know what I mean, chasing the horses, riding in chariots. I'm talking about real chariots. I mean, but how long is it gonna take you to get bored? It should at least take about 1,000 years. And then you start saying, okay, I've done this before. Right? But think about that. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. I read that. I was like, man, hallelujah. I was like, wow. You can't even imagine that right now. You're going to be, it says, for I have satiated the weary soul. Go ahead.
And I have replenished every sorrowful soul.
Oh, my God. Woo! I have replenished every sorrowful soul. So this is the kingdom. This is what is going to be embodied in what we're fighting for. And no man can give it to us. It's got to be done by Yahweh Shai. Not voting. It's not going to happen. You're not going to work and guess what? It's going to be right. Your picket fence, your nice car, your big house is not going to satiate you. The Spirit is going to satiate us. The Most High, Yahweh Shai, when this beast and animal is taken out, when the Most High twinkles us, that's when it's going to be given to us. I have replenished every sorrowful soul. Go ahead.
Upon this I awake.
Go ahead.
And beheld.
Go ahead.
And my sleep was sweet unto me.
Man, your sleep is going to be sweet. Right? You see it all the time in those movies when the rich wake up, when when they do those movies and then they wake up with a smile like, and they look around and they what do you do on that Eddie Murphy movie Coming to America 2? He walk out to his yard and then he just looks at everything and all the animals. Yeah, and then and then the birds twerping and the animals running and your kids are there. That's a movie. That's a movie. We gotta look at that a movie and be like, you know what? Hey, that looks fun. That's never gonna happen to me. That's never gonna happen to me. Why? Because I gotta go to damn work. I got diabetes, high blood pressure. I'm angry all the time. You know what I mean? Get that out my face. Like, I don't even want to see that. Get that out my face. That's dreams. You having dreams right now. But it's gonna happen for the righteous. Right. So y'all see that, right? The peace. Those are just some peace things. Now, what y'all need to do is you can go add all those other scriptures. Go to Isaiah 60, Isaiah 61, and add those other verses that go with it. All right. The second thing that's going to be in the kingdom, or really the first, right? Go to Hebrews 2, verse 7. So what things, the brother's question is, what would the kingdom look like? Right? What would the kingdom look like? All right? We had to put this one, right? Hebrews 2, verse 7 and 8.
Hebrews 2 and verse 7.
Thou madest him a little lower than the angels.
Go ahead.
Thou crownest him with glory and honor.
You know what? The first thing that's going to be in the kingdom before this peace comes is what? Yahweh Shai is going to rule the earth. I should have put that one first, but I wanted to give brothers a little taste in case I didn't finish the class. You know, Yahweh Shai is going to rule the world. So this is what the kingdom is going to look like. Yahushua is going to be crowned. Everything he did and he given up and him dying, everything's going to be given to him. Whatever's in heaven and whatever is in earth, it's all going to be laid at his feet by the Most High, because that's what the Most High promised. Go ahead.
And did it set him over the works of thy hand.
Everything is going to be, he's going to be over everything. I knew this was important to remind brothers and sisters when going over this topic, because we forget. It starts to be about you. It starts to be about what you want, and you forget about who is going to be glorified above all. We can't forget that. We give all praise to the Most High, Bahashem Yahushua. But the Most High got his kingdom. He don't want this raggedy ass earth. The Most High ain't want to be bound by the flesh. Like, the Most High got his kingdom beyond in kingdoms wherever he's at. But he said the earth and everything in the spiritual realm was going to be under Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Thou hast put all things in subjection under his feet.
Yeah. Go from there. Go to Psalms 110 and 1 and 2 and 5 and 6. So this was a point that I had to make clear when it comes to this topic. What is going to be in the kingdom of the God of the Most High? Yahushua is going to rule the world. All nations will submit. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 110 and 1.
Go ahead.
The Lord saith unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
Bro, this is what I know we're thinking about. Hey, you know, man, all the peace going to be in the kingdom. What you think Yahushua is waiting for? He's waiting for that his enemies be his footstool. Are we remembering this? This is what the kingdom's going to be about. Yahushua got his feet on the neck of all nations. And Israel has submitted to him. Can't forget about that, right? Go ahead.
The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thy enemies.
Woo. That's what's waiting for Yahushua. He's going to rule in the midst of his enemies. So this is what the world has to prepare for. There ain't no voting. There ain't no dancing and singing. Right? He said, but those mine enemies that would not I reign over them, bring hither and slay them. You got that on there? Go grab that one real quick. Finish where you're at. You're going to read 1 and 2 and then jump to 5 and 6.
Verse 5.
Go ahead.
The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath.
Go ahead.
He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies.
That's what the kingdom of God is going to look like. Before it gets to the peace, it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. But it's Yahushua's kingdom. It's Yahushua's kingdom. Before it's your kingdom, it's Yahushua's kingdom. You got to get that right, man. Go ahead.
He shall wound the heads over many countries.
Right. So y'all see that, right? Go ahead, read on.
He shall drink of the brook in the way thereof. Therefore he shall lift up the head.
Go ahead.
Praise ye the Lord. I will praise the Lord with my whole heart.
Go ahead.
In the assembly of the upright and in the congregation. The works of the Lord are great, sought out of all them that have pleasure therein. His work is honorable and glorious.
Right. No. You went to 111. Right. So you got it, right? Y'all got that 110? Yeah. I like that part there where he said, he shall fill the places with the dead bodies. How come Christianity never taught us this? That's what Jesus is coming back for. The Lord of the Bible is coming back to fill the places of the earth with dead bodies. That's a whole nother power coming, right? Go from there, go to where you at?
Luke chapter 19 and verse 27.
Come, the book of Luke chapter 19 and verse 27.
Come on.
But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them.
So the Most High, Yahweh Shai is coming back, and there's no like voting him out of power. There's no trying to impeach Yahweh Shai. There's no 4-year term and then he's done. No, he's gonna have
that's real
in the kingdom forever.
Right.
And if you don't want to subject yourself to that,
right.
Read on.
Mm-hmm.
Bring hither.
Bring here. If you don't want me to rule over you, bring that butt here and do what? Read on.
And slay them before me.
And what?
And slay them before me.
You got to emphasize on certain words.
Right.
You got to slay them
right.
before me.
Right.
Now, I'm going to make you an example. Okay, you don't want to bow down. Bring that butt here. Kill this dude.
A lot of people forget this part.
Come. And this is in the New Testament for all you Christian-loving, New Testament only type of people.
Yeah.
Come. Oh, well, that's in the... You guys are talking about the Old Testament. Christ is coming back for some peace. This is the type of peace he's going to have.
The piece of that.
Yeah, you don't want me to rule over you? Off this dude's head. Okay, who's next? Oh, you got it.
Right. Go to Matthew's. Go to Matthew's 26:29. Matthew's 26:29. Come on.
Come.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 26.
But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
So Yahweh Shai has done what? He's been on a drinking fast. So in the kingdom, what are we going to be able to do with Yahweh Shai?
Drink wine.
We're going to drink to his reign. Check that out. That's powerful, man. We're going to drink to his reign, to his rule. We're going to celebrate to his power, to him, to everybody bowing to him. I wanted to make this clear on this topic. Revelation 21:22. Check this out. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 22.
Go ahead.
And I saw no temple therein.
Right.
For the Lord God Almighty.
Why was there no temple? Because we ain't worshiping. We are the temple. Everybody is going to be teaching. Everybody's going to know the word. So there ain't going to be a school. There ain't going to be one place where we go to and sit down and learn, because everybody, in Jeremiah 33, it says everybody will know him. From the least to the greatest. I think I got it in here somewhere. Go ahead.
For the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb
right.
are the temple of it.
Yeah, check that out. The land. Jerusalem itself is going to be full of kings and priests. So there ain't going to be one school. Right? And there ain't going to be one ruler. Kazaki ain't going to be ruling. Kazaki is going to be shutting the hell up, falling in line. So I don't care what acronym you got. It's not going to make you the mighty guy in the kingdom. You're going to sit down and shut the hell up. So all that puffed up, we got to remember, it's not about you. It's about Yahweh Shai. It's not about glorifying ourselves. It's about Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Right?
I can see it right now. You talking about, on earth I was a 4-star, 10-year,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're going to be the water boy.
And that's what I mean. You know what I mean? We're going to be set where the Most High sits us. Ain't nobody going to be bogarted in there. I'm General such and such, step aside. Do you know who I am? Let me see you do that to Michael and the archangels.
Make a hole.
Yeah, they gonna make a hole right in you. No, we're under Yahweh Shai's reign. Y'all get that? Read where you at. Read on.
And the city had no need of the sun.
Read.
Neither of the moon.
Read.
To shine in it.
Read.
For the glory of the Most High did lighten it.
Are you listening? There's not going to be no need for the sun and the moon because the glory of Yahweh Shai is going to lighten the Jerusalem.
He's that real light right.
Now, if you say, well, how is that possible? Go look at, where is it, Alaska? Mm-hmm. The moon stays up all the time. I mean, the sun stays up all the time. They get what, 1 month, is it?
Yeah, that's in the summertime.
1 month of
2.5 months.
2.5 months? Check that out. So, is it going to be impossible that Yahweh Shai is our sun? Is our light? No, not at all. Not at all. You got to see how much power is going to be illuminating off of him. And I want to bring this to you. I keep saying this. Do you think he's going to be 5'4"? Do you think you're going to be 5'4"? Huh? You think you're going to be 5'4"? No, bro. You got to think about what is going to give us power. Right? And nothing against anybody that's 5'4". What I'm saying is that, you know what I mean, 6'1". It doesn't matter. We're going to be much more stature, much more power and authority. Yeah, sis.
Are you going to talk about the people that died and what's going to happen to them, or do we wait around for Christ when we dead? I mean, are you going to talk about that before we close?
No, because that will go into a resurrection class, and I can do one of those. Okay. You know what I mean? We haven't done one in a few years, so I could do one. Okay. All right, but no, we're not going into it this topic. Go ahead. Read on.
For the glory of the Most High did lighten it.
Right.
And the Lamb is the light thereof.
Yeah, the Lamb is the light thereof. Go to Matthews 19 and 28. Matthews 19 and 28. Check this out. So this is what's going to be in the kingdom. Yahweh Shai is going to rule. We're going to be able to sit down and drink with the Son of God. Man, the one that lights up Jerusalem. He said, I will not drink of this until I drink again with you in the kingdom. So you're going to be able to sit down with Yahweh Shai. Not everybody, though. Not everybody. You're going to have to be the elect. Everybody ain't going to be up there. You can't just fit everybody. Let's read it. He's going to tell us. If you think I'm tripping, read. Come on.
Matthew chapter 19 and verse 28.
Go ahead.
And Yahweh Shai said unto them,
go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me.
Right, see, it's not everybody. But ye which have followed me, go ahead.
In the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne.
Wait, he just read it. We just read it. When he comes and he sits in the throne, you're going to be drinking. Right? He's going to drink with you in the kingdom. He's going to be rejoicing with you in the kingdom, right? Go ahead.
Shall sit in the throne of his glory.
Go ahead.
Ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones. Judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
This is what the kingdom's going to be like. Sitting with Yahweh Shai and judging Israel and the nations. So his rule, he's going to give us rule. He's going to give us rulership. Read.
And everyone that had forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Amen. I wanted to throw that in there. You're not just going to sit with Yahweh Shai drinking in the kingdom and you BSing. You got to give up something, You got to give up something. Go to 2nd Ezra 1 verse 38. 2nd Ezra 1 verse 38 to 40.
Come. 2nd
Yeah.
Go to 40.
38. I'm sorry.
Con, the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1.
38 to 40. Go, huh?
And now, brother, behold, what glory, and see the people that cometh from the east.
Right.
Unto whom I will give for leaders.
Right.
Abraham.
Right.
Isaac.
So wait a minute. It's not only going to be the 12 apostles. He's going to give them leaders to be who?
Abraham.
So guess what? You're going to be in the kingdom with who?
Abraham.
Imagine sitting down with Abraham. You know, you're more likely to bump into him than Yahushua. Imagine sitting and politicking with Abraham. This is what the kingdom's going to be like. This is his question. He wanted to know what it's going to be like in the kingdom. Yahushua is going to rule. We're going to have peace. We're going to sit down and drink with him. Right? We're going to sit down with Abraham. Who else?
Isaac.
And
Jacob.
Read.
Hosea. Amos.
Imagine sitting down with Hosea and Amos. Isaiah. All these cats, man. Go ahead.
Micah.
Joel.
Abdias. And Jonas. Nahum. And Habakkuk. Sophonius.
Right. So this is Nahum, Abeka, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, which is also called the angel of the Lord.
Come.
So you're going to be sitting with gods. Y'all got to understand. When you complain about giving up little things, your pride, your ego, your lust, you think everybody's going to get a pass? Y'all are tripping, man. That's why we be looking at you like, nigga, please. Turn around and go your ass back out there and love what you love. Nah. Bro, this is real. We got to give it up for the Most High and Yahushua, man. This is what we're fighting for. This ain't no Rudy Poo, Kmart kingdom. We're doing this, man, to stand with gods. Go ahead.
Chapter 2.
No, go from there. Now, the last point. The last point, and I gotta. You had a lot?
I did.
Why? Let me see where you at. Wait, hold on. Wait, wrong time. On that. Yeah, you waited. You were supposed to. That was right. No, you didn't. You did. So the last point. The last point is we're going to be gods. In the kingdom of the Most High, these men, they're going to be gods. Now, you're not going to be the Most High. You're going to be what you are going to be as the angels in heaven. Go to Psalms 82, verse 6. Y'all know this. Y'all know this scripture.
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right. Read it one more time.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High.
Right. So we are gods, and that's where the kingdom is going to take us to. The kingdom is going to consist of Yahushua ruling and him making us on the level of gods. So this is what's going to be. This is what we're fighting for. All the peace, all the power, all the rulership, the authority, sitting with the apostles, sitting with the prophets, sitting with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the forefathers. This is what the Most High is telling us, man. He's showing us. Read it one more time and give me 1 Corinthians 15.
I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right. We are gods and all children of the Most High. 1 Corinthians 15:52. Got to read clear. Go ahead.
It is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 52.
Go ahead.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
And that's what you're talking about. It just, we're not going into the depthness of it. But what's going to happen in this kingdom? The dead are going to rise. All the works that you've done for righteousness, you're going to raise and be raised from the dead and be reanimated. Flesh coming back on those dead bones. Yahweh Shai promised it. This is not only here, this has been written since the beginning. Every prophet knew about this. At the last trump, the dead is going to be risen. Go ahead.
And we shall be changed.
And we shall be what?
Changed.
So this kingdom consists of men and women that are going to be changed. Not just the men. The women too were there. When we go back to the law, it was imperative that the men have a woman that was just like him. And they weren't left out. Those women in the past weren't left out. You don't read about, it wasn't like, oh yeah, and Sarah was boo-boo. No, Sarah's looked at as an example, an elder woman, right? She's to be looked at as what to follow. You don't think she's going to be in the kingdom? Remember, when it says man, it doesn't literally just mean only men. It means humans, us, male and female. We're going to be there, man. So we're going to be changed. Go ahead.
For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
Right, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to be changed back to God's. What you were meant to be in the kingdom of the Most High. The power that Adam had and let go. Read. You're going to read down to verse 54.
And this mortal must put on immortality.
Right, Bakar. Not gods that 5%ers say. No. Not those gods. Not the gods that got to get high to live everyday life. Like, I'm a god, son. Then why are you taking the bus? Why you ain't flying to work?
Right.
Not the God that can't even tell his kids and give them logic on how to survive in this homosexual society, but rather keep them in the mind state of what? Being faggots and lesbians. Because that's what you go into that Egyptology, that's what it's into. Right? So no, not those gods, real gods. Right? Having the power to control everything around us. And not just spiritual. I'm talking about the level of controlling. I'll let the scripture speak. Read. Go ahead.
Verse 54.
Go ahead.
So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption.
Go ahead.
And this mortal shall have put on immortality.
So we're going to put on what?
On immortality.
So we're going to be immortal. Immortal. That's what's promised to the chosen, the 144,000. We've been over this before. Now, the thing is that the scriptures say there's going to be some that might live as old as a tree. But the 144,000 is going to be immortal. It's a difference. I keep saying it. It's a difference between you being Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and you coming in at the end, still with blunt smell on you, but you still want to give yourself to Yahweh Shai. You're going to get in the kingdom. You're going to get the same penny. You are going to, which is the kingdom, the same reward. But you're not going to get to sit with the prophets and do all that stuff. Why? Because you didn't do and go through the things that these men went through. So the 144,000 is fighting for immortality. To live forever. Like Yahweh Shai. To be able to transcend from the spiritual realm to the carnal realm like that. No dying is necessary. Just moving. Chariot pick you up. Let's go. Yeah.
Even though we die and go to heaven, we're gonna die again eventually. I mean, you said
the process of the average man, you probably will after a while die.
But we'll come back, right?
But you'll be back. Yeah, of course.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah. The process. Let me show you real quick. And I'm trying to take it off the topic a little bit, but on the topic, Isaiah. Go to Isaiah. And we go through this a lot. Because the scripture's telling us two things. Keep in mind, we're reading immortality, right? Okay. We're reading immortality. We know the Bible don't contradict itself. So let's go to Isaiah. And I'm jumping a little bit. It's 50, no, not there. I don't want to go to that one. It's Isaiah 60. Oh, no, that's not it. God, where? Hold on. I just quoted it. And y'all see I stood away from a lot of Isaiah because I love Isaiah. And usually those are my go-to. So I was like, listen, let's do something a little bit different here. Oh man, it says, it's in my head. It says, I gotta find it. Find it for me. It's in Isaiah. It says about the tree. It says a small. It says about they're gonna live. I thought it was Isaiah 60, or maybe it's 63. Hold on.
Isaiah 65 and 20.
See. Mm-hmm.
Isaiah chapter 65 verse 20. There shall be no more thence an infant of days.
Go ahead.
Nor an old man that have not fulfilled his days.
Right.
For the child shall die 100 years old.
Right. So you see that? So a child, right? That means you're going to be known 100 years old. That's a child. Damn, he died young.
Wow.
He died young, 100 years. So what is the Bible telling us? It's telling us here that there is going to be death among us. But Paul is talking about immortality. That's a whole different thing. So everlasting life is everlasting life. So what is it? Well, what it is that the elite, the 144,000, the ones that went through, it says they went through much tribulation. These are the ones that are dressed in white robes. They followed Christ wheresoever he went. Those are the 144,000. There's brothers and sisters that's going to come in at the last hour that are going to get into the kingdom. They're going to get in. They're going to say, you know what? I want to do right. I want to follow. It's going to be the last month. And Yahushua is going to come a month later. They're going to get in. They were sincere. Their heart was into it. Right? But they're not going to get what Abraham got. You're not going to get what Paul and Peter gave up. John the Baptist got his head chopped off. You're not going to be getting what he got. He's going to get immortality because he gave up everything. You're going to get the kingdom, and you might live past a tree. Watch, read on.
But the sinner being 100 years old shall be accused.
Accursed. Now, that's not us. We know that that's the nations, because none of us is going to sin. It said we shall all be right. Right? Go ahead.
And they shall build houses and have. Shall I get?
Okay, no. But there's another one.
Yeah.
It's 22.
It's 22. Go ahead. Good job.
And they shall build houses.
Verse 22.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 22. And they shall not build in another habitat.
Slow down. Read it again. Let's read it clear. Come on.
They shall not build in another
inhabited. Right. They shall not build and another inhabited. So what's going to happen? We ain't going to be working for nobody no more, right? Like I said, y'all know these. We usually touch on these, right? It says they shall not plant and another eat. Why? Because we just read it. We're not going to be their servants no more. Go ahead, read on.
For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands.
So you see that? As the days of a tree are. So that's a long time. Some trees live thousands of years. You see that? Thousands of years. Yeah.
Just on the tree aspect, I was going to say, you go to colleges, how fraternities, they be having their trees, they be there for forever.
Yeah, long time. And imagine the trees in our kingdom is going to live a long time. So it's just showing you, remember, the scriptures ain't giving a number on it except for those elite. He makes it plain, immortal. Immortal. So, but the average brother, it ain't like he's gonna be left out there. That's a long time. Imagine living 1,000 years. And I'm just putting a number on that. 2,000 years, 3,000 years.
I know all Cypress over 3,000 years old.
Yeah, how the hell you got a big ass, what's those big, what do they call them, those big turtles?
Cypress. Redwood.
Snapping.
Those big turtles that live like...
Oh yeah, sea turtles.
Snapper turtles.
Is it the snapper turtles? I was watching one because my kid was watching it. But it was those big turtles. They was like, this turtle's 500 years old. Mm-hmm. Like, how the hell are turtles living longer than the human? Because all he do is eat carrots all the day, right? But that turtle lived over 500 years. It was like somewhere around there. But that's crazy. We're going back to that. We're going to that immortal.
What's the name of the tortoise?
Oh, right, the tortoise. So what was it? 120 years. And he's still alive, walking around. So I embellished a little bit on that. But 120 years is still long. Yeah. So you got to see that what we're going to be living to. If an animal's living that long, man, an Israelite is going to live way longer. Y'all get that, right? Let's go back to Corinthians. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 15.
And
verse 54.
Go ahead.
So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption,
right,
and this mortal shall have put on immortality,
go ahead,
then shall be brought to pass the same that is written.
Right.
Death is swallowed up.
Stop. Death is swallowed up. There ain't going to be none of that. Death is going to be swallowed up. The pain is going to be swallowed up. We went through those scriptures. So this is just reiterating it. Go ahead.
In victory, O death, where is my sting?
Right. So y'all see that, right? What verse are you at?
Verse 55.
Go to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 5 and 4. So, just showing you that what is going to be in the kingdom? Immortal men and women. They got all the comic books, man. The Immortals. Right? Where do you think they get that from? These cats got different powers. Right? They moving like angels. Right? Y'all got to go into they got a, Marvel little comic book. It's called The Immortals. Right? So you have to see they took this from the Bible. We're the immortals. We're going to be the immortals. 2 Corinthians 5 and 4. 1 John 3. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 4.
Go ahead.
For we For we that are in this tabernacle do groan.
Yeah, we groan. We're fighting. You're struggling. Read.
Being burdened.
Right?
Not for that we would be unclothed.
See, you're fighting not to be unclothed. You don't want to die. Do you? Read.
But clothed upon.
You want the spirit to take over your body and you be twinkled while you're living to be able to move like Christ did from the spiritual realm to the third dimension at the twinkling of an eye. So you don't want your body to be where you have to die. You want to be clothed upon. Go ahead.
That mortality might be swallowed up of life.
And that's what we're fighting for. This is good. This is going to be in the kingdom of God. Everything you're going through is to achieve this. 1 John 3 verse 2.
1 John 3 verse 2.
Beloved,
now are we the sons of God?
Right.
And it doeth not yet appear what we shall be.
It doeth not appear what we shall be. Go ahead.
But we know that when he shall appear,
go ahead,
we shall be like him.
You see that? So when he appears, we're going to be like him. Now, what power does Yahweh Shai have? What power does he have? John 14 and 12. Remember, he's not the Most High, so he's limited too. But he got way more power than you. St. John 14 and 12.
The book of St. John, chapter 14 and verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you.
Go ahead.
He that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also.
Go ahead.
And greater works.
Wait, you gonna do what?
Greater works.
So in the kingdom, you're going to have super men, super women. You're gonna have greater works. Are y'all listening to what he promised? Greater works. Go ahead.
Then these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And
go to Isaiah 54 verse 17. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
That's what's going to happen in the kingdom. When Yahweh Shai come back, nothing's going to bother him. No weapon, no missile, no laser, no atom defined, breaking down his molecules. All that TV stuff ain't going to work on him. All the stuff they're creating at CERN is not going to work on him. You see that? It's not going to work. You're going to be as powerful as that. You're going to be gods. We're going to be gods if we continue, if we fight, if we overcome, if we endure to the end. Right? He said, no what?
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
Mm-hmm.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Thou shalt condemn.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 5. Matthews 4. John 2. I'm going to call him again. Don't get fidgety. I'm going to call him again. Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 5. Read.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
And having been a little chastised.
Right? Wait. At this point, he says we were going to be a what?
A little chastised.
Check that out. So this is a little chastening. Whoa. Think about what all we just went over. And think about the glory that's going to be revealed in us. This is a little chastening. Man, I got to give up my time. Man,
I ain't got no car. I ain't got to ask for everybody for a ride.
Man, I got to deal with brotherhood. I got to deal with brotherhood for real.
Sisterhood.
I got to deal with sisterhood. I got to sew garments, teach my people. Like, is that really a chastening? It should be a pleasure. But you are going to be a little chastised. Go ahead.
They shall be greatly rewarded.
Read.
For the Most High proved them.
Read.
And found them worthy.
If you do not want to be proved, then you don't get the reward. All that hype, all that huffing and puffing, and you trying to escape, that's between you and the Most High. That's your reward. We ain't gotta hype you. We know what the hell we're fighting for. It's written. And it's written how to get it. We're going to get it if we continue, if we give up, if we lose. Go ahead.
And found him worthy.
Right.
For himself.
Go ahead.
As gold in the furnace.
Read.
Had he tried them.
Read.
And received them as a burnt offering.
Read on.
And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine.
They shall what?
They shall shine.
Read.
And run to and fro like sparks among the stubble.
Are you listening? Are you listening? We're going to run like sparks in the midst of stubble.
That's the flash.
Here, let's get the precept. Go to Obadiah. Let's see who it's going to be among. Go to Obadiah. I didn't even throw this in here. I didn't think it necessary, but why not? Huh? Why not get sloppy with it, right? Go to Obadiah. Go to Obadiah. It is the 18th verse. Go ahead.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18.
Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire.
Go ahead.
And the house of Joseph a flame.
Read.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
Read.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord had spoken.
The Most High said we gonna be like sparks. I don't know if y'all know Flash. One of my little characters I like. But imagine moving that fast with that much power. We're going to be moving like that in the kingdom, man. We're going to be gods. No weapon that is formed against you is going to prosper. Yeah, it said we're going to do what Yahweh Shai did, right? Go to Matthew 4 and 18.
Come. The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 18.
Go ahead.
And Yahushua, walking by the sea of Galilee, saw two brethren, Simeon, called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, casting a net.
No. It's not there. I wrote down the wrong one. Go to John 2 and 9. Excuse me. Go to John 2 and 9. We'll go here first. And then I'll jump back because I want that one. Go ahead.
The book of John, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and he knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew, the governor of the feast called the bridegroom, and said unto him, every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now.
So what happened? What did Christ do? Don't tell me what it says. What did he do? What?
That was his first miracle.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
His first miracle, he turned water into wine. What did he do?
You get good one? The best one?
Think about it. What did Christ do? He said, you're going to do greater. What did Christ do with that water into wine? What?
He saved the best of it.
No, brother. Christ told them to fill the bottles of water and bring it out. When they drank that water, it was wine. What did Christ do? Hold on. I want them to answer.
He changed
I know you know. I just want them to. He what?
He changed it.
He changed it. How? A magic trick? How? What?
It's power. Change it.
He changed it with power. How did y'all don't know this? What?
Didn't he touch
but what did he do? He touched the water and turned it into wine, right? He turned water into wine. What did he do? He changed the elements, Ak. He controlled the elements. He controlled the elements. Imagine changing. Imagine if I had this water right here and I said, look, and I touched it and it turned into wine. How much power I gotta have to do that?
That's down to the molecule.
He controlled the elements.
He was the first and last airbender.
You're not understanding what greater. You're gonna have that power. He said, you're gonna do what I do, but greater.
Now, you gotta understand the complexity of what he's saying. Me and Paul, we had a long conversation about this one. He's saying they use the best wine for last, right? And this is again, he's like making a statement, like a complaint statement, like, wait a minute, because you're supposed, when rich people drink, you drink the most exquisite, expensive, more fermented wine first. You drink aged wine, like something that's been sitting for 100 years, you would drink that first.
Expensive. Mm-hmm.
And you only sip it. You got that much. And you, like they do in the movies, and you sip it. And then once that gets you feeling nice, you don't touch that anymore.
Right.
Then you drink the cheap stuff. So he didn't just only change it into wine. He changed it into the top of the shelf.
1,000-year-old.
Getting it exported from the Middle East.
Imagine the oldest. Imagine drinking or buying a bottle of wine now, like old. Not that Walmart Wegmans wine.
The ABC wine.
Not the ABC. Imagine a good bottle of wine. Esau drinks is about how much? Thousands.
Millions.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying the average.
Right.
Now, if you're a billionaire, you're probably paying a good $1 million bottle of wine. Now, imagine Yahweh Shai doing that, just controlling the elements. What are you going to do with the elements? He said you're going to do greater. That ain't nothing. That's a parlor trick. That is going to be like, that's nothing. You're going to be controlling things around you. This is what it meant by ye are gods. What do angels do? He said they're in the what? The whirlwind, the fire, the tempest, the pestilence. Those are angels doing that. If you're going to be a god, what are you going to be doing? Wait, you got my scripture?
Yes, it was Matthew chapter 14 and verse 22.
Matthew 14 and 22.
Matthew 14 and verse 22.
Uh-huh.
And straightway Yahweh Shai constrained his disciples to get into the ship and to go before him unto the other side, while he sent the multitude away. And when he had sent the multitude away, he went up unto the mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was there alone. Mm-hmm. But the ship was now in the midst of the sea.
Go ahead.
Tossed with waves, for the wind was contrary. And in the fourth watch of the night, Yahweh Shai went unto them, walking on the sea.
So stop. He said you're going to do what I can do, but greater things. So if he's controlling the elements and walking on water, who's going to be the supermen? The elect. We're going to do greater than that. You understand? That's nothing. Go to Psalms real quick. Let's go to Psalms. Finish that real quick. And then we're going to jump over to... You finish it?
Yeah, come.
Go from there. Go to Psalms. What did David say? It is Psalms. And I didn't add these in there. But we might as well. Yeah, Psalms 18, and you're going to read 29. And then you're going to jump down to verse 34.
Psalms 18 and 29.
Go ahead.
For by thee I have run through a troop.
Go ahead.
And by my God have I leaped over a wall.
So, what do you think is a little gate? You thought it was a little gate? David was leaping over walls. Have y'all seen the walls in Jerusalem? These ain't no 4 feet gate. These are walls that tower. David was jumping over them. He said, I ran through a troop. A troop is what? Not just one person. You running through troops.
Over 20,000.
That's why they said David has killed his... Y'all seen the martial art movie where he's coming through and he's throwing one blow and killing a man? Boom! That's the... What other way you gonna kill 20,000 men? You think you gonna be up there like this? 20 minutes on one man? No, you're hitting him with one blow. Block, boom. Boom. Sword, boom. Right, go to where you just 20,000 men, brother. And then at the end of the day, you don't just fall on the ground and have a heart attack. 20,000 men. That was a man. That was a man. David was a man. What is Yahweh Shai going to be doing? What power are you going to have? It says 1,000 will flee from you. You'll be able to run through 1,000 men like nothing. There's a lot more scriptures, but we're gonna be here all day.
I got one.
You got one? Well, hold on. Finish that. Go ahead.
Verse 30.
34.
Oh, verse 34.
Go ahead.
He teacheth my hands to war.
He doeth what?
Teacheth my hands to war.
Go ahead.
So that a bow of steel is broken by my arms.
You see that? Did he say a piece of paper? He said a bowl of steel. So imagine how our bodies were. Now that was David, a man. Imagine when we get twinkled. The angels ain't messing around. We're not going to mess around. We're fighting. That's what the kingdom is going to consist of. The gods walking around on earth. This is what the Most High is preparing us for. Where you at?
2 Kings chapter 2, verse 8. This whole chapter is just beautiful. This is about Elisha and Elijah. The power that they had.
Come.
Mm-hmm.
2 Kings chapter 2 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
So this is during the time, this chapter starts off with Elisha. He knew he was going to be called up. Or Elijah, he was going to be called up by the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
And Elisha was with him. He was his predecessor, his disciple. And he said, okay, well, tarry with you before I go up and see the Father. He was like, well, what do you want? He said, if I just want to see you leave, if you get to see me leave, you can have what I have. And greater.
A double portion.
Right, a double portion.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you can have a double portion of what I have. He was like, okay, come on. So here's what happened. Here's a portion of what he had. Go ahead.
And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together.
So he took off his mantle. He took off his headpiece. And he wrapped it together. Go ahead.
And smote the water.
He just hit the water. Anybody ever slapped the water inside a pool? God, this is what he did, but guess what happened? Go ahead.
And they were divided.
And it what?
They were divided.
He hit the water and it divided. Like the Red Sea with Moses. Isn't that powerful?
Where do you think all the Chinese movies, where do y'all think all this comes from? Where they're walking and they're controlling the elements, they're flying. Where? That come from us. That was our people. And of course, they're not going to tell you that. But that was just in the flesh. I mean, people can do that now. I just watched it on World Star the other day. Y'all see him? Moab? He went through, go to yesterday. And Moab was literally, he went from a line from wood to bottles to bricks to steel and was breaking everything over his head. He went through with the bricks, just boom, 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 5 bricks. Then he went to the steel. Then he went to the things and started boom, boom over his head. That's a little guy. That's not. That's just conditioning your body. That's tapping into the force in your body. In the kingdom, man, we're going to be doing greater things than that. So you got to see, all the Superman movies is about us. It's what we're going to achieve. Know what you're really fighting for. Know what you're giving it up for no reason when you get emotional and you get prideful and you get weak. Know what you're giving up. The sitting down with Moses and David and Solomon, right? And all the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Know that you're giving that up. Y'all got that, right? I mean, I'm hoping this suffice for the brother Dawiyad. He asked, there's a lot more scriptures, but we'll be here late. I'm hoping that helped out. You know what I mean? There's a lot more scriptures we could have added in certain areas, but I'm hoping that was good for you, Dawiyad. He said the oldest record living tree. Oh, our record is the great billstone plant pine. Believes a lifespan of over 5,000 years. Holy cow! Whew. Yeah, 5,000 years. I wasn't capping on that one.
The oldest wine. The oldest wine in existence today is from 322 or 325 to 350 AD. It's a spear wine. It's in a spear wine bottle.
Bro, that's probably so much money you ain't never gonna see that until Yahweh Shai get back. But all right, does anybody have any questions on that? Brothers and sisters online, once again, tomorrow is the official day that we're celebrating the Passover. We're not gonna be live. We're gonna be getting together here. We know that we have the 2nd. That's when we get all the schools together, but we're gonna start the official start on its day, which is on the 26th to the 26th is the Passover, and also the Feast of Unleavened Bread that night, all the way to the 1st is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna say it again for y'all that weren't on here earlier. If y'all need to throw these things out, throw them out. You know what I mean? You need to gather them all out of your house, get them out of your house. If it's gonna make you broke and your people, you ain't got no food, you guys gotta make sure you put notes on your refrigerator, notes around, little sticky notes. No leavened bread, no leaven. That's how you do it, because you naturally just what? Go to the fridge and what? Pop things open. You naturally go to the cupboard at night and eat. So you gotta have a sign there. Stop. No leaven.
Stop doing donuts.
Yeah, so keep that in mind, man. And then, so we won't see y'all till after the big Passover, which is, we will be back here the 6th.
Yeah, so class won't be until the 8th.
Class, we won't see y'all here to the 8th. We will see y'all at the Passover, though, on the 2nd in San Antonio. So just letting everybody that is new to the channel, we're not going to be on here because we are commemorating the most high holy day, which is the Passover. All right.
Right.
So I mean, does anybody got any? I'm going to wait a few seconds to see if anybody got it online. Got any questions online? Any questions in here? No. All right, so
I would say great class. It really gives me something to look forward. It gave me something to think about.
Yeah, and then when we come back, I'll go ahead and do the resurrection for the sister. We'll go over that one. Man, can't wait to see y'all at the Passover, man. It's been what, 2 years? 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good to see everybody that we haven't seen for a while. See y'all out there. I'm just waiting a few seconds to see if anybody got anything online. He says, Happy Passover, yeah. Happy Passover to everybody. I have fruit, no chocolate. No chocolate chip cookies, right? There you go. Yeah. Hey, listen, this is another time that a lot of brothers and sisters are going to be losing a lot of weight. Because you doing those 7 days with no yeast. 7 days with no yeast. Right. So, yes, tonight's class lifted my spirits, the water. Good. Glad. We want to kind of switch it up. That's why we jumped to questions. So, hopefully, Dorothy, good. Hopefully, we'll see you up there at the Passover, sis. All right. Right. Okay, all right. Nobody has any questions? Let's salute them, y'all. Say shalom.
Shalom!